Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the NJ Podcast. This podcast aims to share stories, tips, and insights about achieving success while having fun. From topics ranging from personal development to business, entertainment, and sports, the podcast will have conversations with experts and people in their respective fields. The podcast will also share insights from Jablo James's published and upcoming books. The tagline, which is the theme of the podcast, is "Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal." This means that you are doing what you have always wanted to do because it is aligned with your highest values, and this is the only way you can live a truly fulfilled life. Your host, Jablo James. Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about playing the infinite game. Now, my friends and family, a question that I want to pose as we open this podcast is, do you compete or do you collaborate? Do you compete or do you collaborate? Is your life predicated on beating other people, taking opportunity away from others, pulling other people down so that you may rise? Or is your life predicated on becoming a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday, and making sure that when you win, other people win? And the best way to do that is to collaborate with others. Just a food for thought. And I think it's an anchoring question for you to answer as we talk about playing the infinite game, which is a concept beautifully articulated by one of my favorite authors and thought leaders of all time, Simon Sinek, in his groundbreaking book of the same title, The Infinite Game. Let's share a story that underlines this idea of playing the infinite game. It is the story of a small shoe company, very small shoe company that, despite facing fierce competition and various setbacks, it managed to carve a niche for itself and become one of the most successful and influential brands in the world. The company is none other than Nike, which under the visionary leadership of Phil Knight has transcended the finite game of quarterly earnings and market share to play the infinite game, focusing on a larger purpose and making a lasting impact. Now, Nike's story is a powerful reminder that what can be achieved when we choose to play the infinite game, when we prioritize long-term growth and sustainability over short-term gains and competition. Now, how can we apply the principles of the infinite game in our own lives? First of all, we need to shift our mindset from a finite to an infinite perspective. Sinek eloquently puts it, in the infinite game, we do not compete against a specific competitor. Instead, we compete against ourselves. We must strive to become better than we were yesterday, focusing on personal growth and self-improvement rather than simply trying to outdo others. Secondly, we need to define what is our just cause, a term Simon Sinek uses to describe our overarching purpose or mission that inspires and motivates us. As the renowned psychologist Viktor Frankl said, those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. By identifying our just cause, we align our actions and decisions with our deepest values and aspirations, ensuring that we stay motivated and committed in the face of adversity. Thirdly, we must build trusting teams. Trust, as Sinek emphasizes, is a vital component of the infinite game. As the renowned business consultant Patrick Lencioni says, trust is the foundation of real teamwork. When we trust our team members and they trust us, we create a safe and supportive environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered. Fourthly, we must take and have the courage to lead. As Sinek points out, playing the infinite game requires the courage to take risks, challenge the status quo, and stay true to our just cause. even when it is difficult or unpopular. In the words of the great American President Theodore Roosevelt, it's not the critic who counts, the credit belongs to the man in the arena whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who spends himself in a worthy cause. Playing the infinite game is not about winning or losing. It's about striving for something greater than ourselves, making a lasting impact and leaving a legacy that will inspire and motivate future generations. Let's remember the story of Nike and Phil Knight and countless others who have chosen to play the infinite game. Let it inspire us to step into the arena, to strive valiantly, to dare greatly, and to spend ourselves in a worthy cause. As we go on this journey, let us keep in mind the words of Simon Sinek. The goal is not to win every battle. The goal is to outlast the war. In the infinite game, there is no finish line, no ultimate winner, no loser. The journey is the reward, and every step we take in pursuit of our just cause brings us closer to becoming the best version of ourselves. Remember, the infinite game is not something we play because we have to. It's something we play because we choose to.
Thank you for joining us on this episode on the NJ Podcast. Make sure to visit the website, the njpodcast.captivate.fm, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, all the other podcast platforms, or via RSS so you never miss a show. You can also find the video content on the YouTube channel and Instagram page. That will be Njablo James on YouTube and njablo.j.ngosi for Instagram. Please subscribe and follow on those platforms as well. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on the podcast platforms, or if you'd like to tell a friend about the show, that will help us out too. If you'd like more information about published or upcoming books, visit www.njablojames.com for more information. Please reach out if you'd like to share what you would like to hear and which guests should be invited to the show. And remember, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, which means that you are doing what you have always wanted to do because it is aligned with your highest values, and this is the only way you can live a truly fulfilled life. Now just chill until the next episode.